Keon, how does it feel to be back to Winnipeg?
Feels great, man. One step closer to that Grey Cup.
It's a little warmer here this year than last year. I'd imagine that's probably to your liking.
Definitely to my liking. It's football weather, though. When that clock starts, all that goes out the window. It's time to play football, time to win the game. So that's all that matters.
I understand you guys practiced all week in Vancouver with crowd noise at BC Place Stadium. Why was that important for you guys to prepare for tomorrow?
Super important, man. Last year, coming down to the end of the game, it was a close one, and a lot of time got took off of the clock because of communication issues. The crowd got really loud, and we didn't have a lot of signals in place for the plays that we, wanted to run in those moments. And, the clock just caught up to us, and we weren't able to, put the ball in the end zone at the end of the game to try to force an overtime. So I think that's big for us.
How does it feel coming off a West semi where obviously you guys had a big win? Your offense was clicking, VA, 5 touchdowns, passing and rushing. Do you feel like you can carry that momentum into today's game or tomorrow's game at all?
I do. I do feel like we can carry that momentum in tomorrow's game, but last week was last week, man. We got to come out tomorrow, focused, locked in on our details and the things we want to get done, and go out there and do it. Last week doesn't matter anymore. It was good. It looked good. Everything, went the way we wanted it to, but it's the past, and, that doesn't matter. So tomorrow's the only thing we're looking forward to.
You guys obviously have the number 1 ranked passing game in the CFL. Do you feel like have you had a chance to be on the field yet so far, the turf?
Not today. I have not.
Today. Okay. Are you concerned at all about the footing, about the weather, about the cold, slowing down your passing game a little bit?
Not really. Not really. Last year, I feel like it was much worse conditions. The field was more brick, more ice, a little bit warmer. That's kind of a hard word to say in these conditions, but it's a little bit warmer than last year. I think everything will be good. Everything will be fine.
Bombers have a chance to make it to their 4th straight Grey Cup, potentially become a dynasty. What would that mean to this team, though, to spoil that?
I really don't even think we're looking to spoil them. I think we're looking to prove ourselves right, that, we are the team that we are. We're a really good team. We're one of the front runners in this league, and we want to go out there and show that tomorrow.
How much have you guys even thought about last year's West Final? Obviously, same 2 teams, same building and everything.
Haven't really talked about it much, but you feel it. It's in everyone's mind. You're in the same place, same moment that you were a year ago, and you didn't get the job done. So what are you going to do now? It's do or die. So you have to do or you die.
Keon, what's it like playing for Rick Campbell?
It's great. Coach Rick, he's a great coach. He lets us be us, lets us patrol our team. And, yeah, he's a really good coach. And, everyone loves him, and we're glad to have him.
I think John Bowman had said earlier in the season that Rick tries to take stress away from the players. Have you experienced that?
Most definitely. Just with the schedule and just how he handles certain situations, he definitely looks out for us. But rightfully so. We put in the work to be able to earn those moments for him to look out for us and things like that. So it all goes hand in hand. But great to have Coach Rick leading us.
Just lastly, how do you feel when you're in the playoffs? You go into a week and your season's on the line.
It's money time, man. I love it. I feel like I play my best ball when it's time, when it's big time. Big time players make big time plays in big time games, and I feel like I fit that mold.
Ken, how do you feel the Lions this year have handled the highs and the lows of the season?
I feel like we handled them great. Been at the top, been at the bottom in certain situations, but furthermore, we're here where we want to be with the opportunity to potentially, go to that Grey Cup next week. And I don't think you can handle it any better way than to, get to your goals. Whether everything's going good or whether everything's going bad, you continue your path and get to where you want to get to, and we've done that.
You mentioned it's not about spoiling the Bombers' run; it's about proving to yourselves and to maybe other people out there about you guys. And I think that's the interesting about the Lions is you've had the continuity now. Is it time to prove that this group, I don't want to say is legit, but is ready to take that next step after having, putting that leadership into place, having guys year after year that doesn't always happen in the CFL?
Most definitely. We were just so close last year. Great team last year. Great team this year, but you have to finish, and even in some of our games this year, that was kind of Achilles heels of us, just not being able to finish. But feel like we've picked that up. We've been able to do that in a few games, and we'll be ready. We'll be locked in, and we'll be ready to go.
Keon, when you, as a team, acquired Vernon Adams last year, sort of on a out-of-need basis because Nathan was injured, did you realize then you were getting a guy that was going to become one of the better quarterbacks in this league, one of the elite guys?
I can say I did. Once you find out you're getting a new player, you got to go watch the highlights. Where is he from? What's he done? And I went and tapped into VA on YouTube. Seen this Oregon, Eastern Washington highlights, and seen a big time player. His name, Big Play VA. Early in his career, I've seen some CFL highlights, of him making big plays. So I knew he had it in him. Now, man, he just has the right group of guys around him. I think that goes for every quarterback. You have to have those guys around you to, be successful, and he does. He has those guys.
How much growth have you seen from him from that first time he stepped on the field with you to, let's say, last week when he had probably the best game of his career?
So much growth, man. From like he came in the middle of the season for VA, for Nathan, and didn't know the playbook. You come in, you're thrown into the fire, but man, he picked it up quick. I want to say we went 3-2, 4-2, maybe. When him as our starting quarterback, 4-2, yeah. So, how much more can you ask for somebody who doesn't know the ins and outs of what they're doing, but they're successful. They're coming out and they're getting wins. So I just knew, once he had that time to learn the playbook and learn his teammates and just learn everything about what we're trying to do, he would be very successful, and he's been putting on display.
Thank you.
Keon, can I ask you to describe the receiving core that you're a part of? It seems like a real range of body types, and then even with the big guys, McInnes and Katoy and Rhymes, there's a real variety within the guys who are 6'4", 6'5" as well.
Yeah, we have it all across the board. The speed, the hands, the size, the route running, the physicality. Anywhere you look in the receiver room, you can get it. So you really have to pick your poison. As you've seen during the season, any game is any one of our games. I'll go for 100. Next game, Alex will go for 100. Next game, Rams will go for 100. Next game, Luck will go for 100. Next game, Justin. I don't know if Katoy got 100 this year, but, he finished with 800, and that's with him, not even being just a key target in the reads, So that just goes to show how dynamic we are and how good of a group we really are.
I think Bomber fans definitely remember Javon Katoy from that Week 18 game. Are you more one of the big guys or more one of the little guys, the Hollins Whitehead guys?
I'm a big guy. Yeah, I'm a big guy, but I can play like a little guy too as well. I feel like, but yeah, I call myself a big guy for sure.
You've stood next to Javon Katoy though, right?
He's a pretty big guy. That's it's a very, very dense, strong, just big guy. Yeah.
Do you believe having that range of athletes and the access to those kind of athletes gives you an advantage when it comes to a single game?
I do, and with all that, just how close we are, man. With all the talent we have, the brotherhood we have is so much better and so much stronger than that. And I really feel like that's, why we play how we do. Like I said, you have the guys around you, you will play better, and that's what we've been doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.